So I'm about to watch the highlights of the Hurricanes versus the Moana Pacifica, and I expect the Hurricanes would have won, but we'll soon see. Um, Obviously, a bit of comfort. I saw the half-time score, and it looked 7 points for a converted try, 5 points for try. You know, okay, now there's more autism coming in. Yeah, but 3 points for a field goal, and at halftime they were leading by 14 points, which was maybe a bit less than what I expected, but still, it's the main thing. So I went uptown to do my practice exam today. Since we're being vulnerable, I was like today I had because each week I clear out all my rubbish. So today I done all the rubbish, and last night I had dishes in there left from last night, and so I had to clean out the sink and door. Executive dysfunction. I just thought that because I used to think it was normal. I used to think it was normal to be like, so long as the dishes are done by the end of the day, so long as I mean, I always put away the clothes and straight away or something, but I just thought it was normal to when it came to the dishes, just so long as it was done by the end of the day. But now I realize it's not. So with a lot of well, I don't know if they're insecure, or I don't know, but there's good neurotypicals and there's bad ones. Today I was waiting at the traffic lights because you get 4 hours worth of free parking at the Queensgate Shopping Mall, and the Queensgate Shopping Mall is a 10-minute walk away from the library. But obviously, if it's packed out, which is usually is during the day, then you don't. I just want to walk. Then you don't get free parking. So I was waiting at the traffic lights, and two guys walked past. And I'm aware of my surroundings. When I say I went to parties where I didn't know people had set me up and stuff, that was like in my late teens. I didn't touch alcohol until I was 19, and that was just after the game in rugby. And I didn't have any alcohol outside of rugby season until I was 21. So I was very late, and I never went to any. I went to two high school parties, one when I was like 13 and one when I was 16, 17. But apart from that, I didn't get invited to any. So these people passed. They looked about early 20s, and they both said, "Oh, look, he's pretending like he doesn't notice us." And they both had grey hoodies on. I noticed them, but obviously no one ever does anything. There's been times when people tried, but I escaped before things escalated, or I stood up to them and they backed down, or on the very, very rare occasion things did turn physical, and I just did what I got to do to survive and got out. But yeah, there was after about two or three times, I became the first two or three times shocked me, right? And I was like, oh my god. And then the next, when I was like, okay, so like, obviously, just because that person is not the brother or the cousin of the person who set me up, and just because they're not from from the same family, doesn't mean I can trust them just because they play for the same team or the same club. And then it happened another two or three times, and I realized you have to be very, very careful who you trust. But there's always been people that I would find out that looked out for me. So obviously, what I'm doing works, right? Because I always just believe I was always operating out of treat people how you would like to be treated. And now my belief is treat people how they treat you. So I always go and always give people the benefit of the doubt, but then once they start being negative and things like that, or negative. If they be overtly say negative things to my face, then I'll just spout it straight back. Like they want to pull out, because we all have weaknesses and strengths, and if they want to pull up the weaknesses and make it look as though they're better than you because your weaknesses, then you can pull up their weaknesses and be like, nah, you want to play that game? Well, I'm talented and gifted in these areas and you're not, and then you use it that way. But you don't do that unless people do that to you. And I never used to do that at all. And then eventually I'd just be like, I'm sick of your shit. Fuck you all. But it was louder. I'd get sick of it after, but it'd be a lot louder. So like, I'm happy now because I'm talking about stuff that happened 1920. But when you get older, the bullying continues, but the overtness of it goes away. Sorry, check the security of the current Wi-Fi. It's the Wi-Fi I use every day. And it's just that there's all these units. So there's 18 units. So it's in each unit. Anyway, today these guys, they said that, and then after my practice exam, it was night time, and I hadn't been for a walk or done any physical activity apart from, doing dishes and walking from Queensgate Shopping Mall to the library. And so I went for a bit, and I went for like 20-minute, half an hour walk, and then I was just like sat down in the because I like swings, but obviously it's the lights were on across the road, so that's good. There was a group of about 10 people across the road that I could see, and they were practicing dancing and stuff, so that's good. And there was no kids there, so I thought, oh yeah. And then I learned that if people show up and you take off, then that's a sign you're up to something. But I just thought if children or teenagers or parents with children or teenagers show up, then I go. But if adults show up, then I just stay. Because I do like swings, and then I was like, the air is nice, crisp and cool. It's real crisp, cool air. And yeah. Anyway, after about 10 minutes or so, I just decided, nice crisp air, but we got nice crisp air back at home. I might as well just go out there because I'll be talking about it. So I decided to leave, and these ladies said, oh, is that all it takes? And I had a feeling that they were talking about getting rid of me or something. Look, I'm well and truly aware of I still am influenced by my wiring of how I perceive the world, but I know how dangerous this world is. And yeah, that's all I got to say. Oh, and all the other thing is for the other groups that saw me and were laughing, just realize that high majority of your mates are actually in competition with you. I'm the type of person that when someone is doing well and they're a nice person to me and they're winning and succeeding in life, I'm happy. Well, my goals are realistic, and if no one's getting in my way to achieve my goals, and then they end up getting better or the same level but in other areas, or they get better, it doesn't bother me. Because the more money just for a single man is like, wow, I pay my bills, I get gas in the car, I've got more than enough, I got enough food to eat, I got clothes, I got spending money if I want to go to rugby games or concerts or something. So the only reason I need more money is if I want to raise kids, which I do. But the thing is still, was it like 75 to 85%, depends each year, are unemployed. And so for me, getting to six figures, that's an inspiration for many people.